Welcome, ancient dreamers, rebel teachers, and sacred masters. Join me as we explore the multidimensional nature of waking dreams, lucid dreams, symbology, and astral projection. My name is Jennifer Claroscura, and this is the Dream Pioneers Podcast. Episode 2, The Hypnagogic Portal. After this podcast, you will never fall asleep the same again. After this podcast, you will understand the importance of the hypnagogic portal. Hopefully. Instead of viewing the hypnagogic state as a phenomenon of the mind, view it as a portal into higher states of awareness and a threshold that you're going to cross that leads into your innermost superconscious visions and a window or doorway into other worlds. What does hypnagogia mean? Hypna comes from the Greek word hypnos, meaning sleep, and agogos means leading, as in leading into sleep. Most of us know it as a state between sleep and awake, where the mind unwinds into a visual journey right before falling into a dream. But I tell you now, this state is gold. Just by journeying consciously through the hypnagogic state, you will develop abilities that you had no idea you were even working on, such as psychic abilities, channeling, remote viewing, astral projection, and lucid dreaming. You're actually training your mind and awareness to remain awake in states where many lose consciousness. Consider this a lucid yoga for your third eye mind and a tuning into your multidimensional nature. The beauty of lingering within the hypnagogic state is that you are in a balanced state of allowing and at the same time navigating with the flow. You've surrendered into sleep. You've surrendered into rest. You're with your eyes closed, away from distractions, and tuned in to your true sight. Many people draw inspiration and creation from visions that come through this hyper state of awareness. Surrealist painter Salvador Dali claimed to dive into his subconscious and into his dreams as a source of inspiration for his art, calling it the slumber with a key, resolving the problem of sleeping without sleeping. But to me, it is a new way of seeing that develops naturally after you have done this time and time again. It'll be like second nature. I recently got a peek into what the world would be like if we were able to return our sight back into third eye vision. I woke up viewing sight as the biggest distraction. I had a dream where I lived a life being a blind humanoid creature. I had a strange magical connection to everything, even to insects. I could see and sense everything from a third eye perspective, and I could see things in their true form without pretensions. I could see emotions, food, planets. I could even hear things intuitively. I thought being blind would be, blinding. But it was actually like seeing through and beyond my third eye. It was all very psychic and surreal how this vision had evolved to the point where I was seeing so much more than ever before. Senses I didn't know existed were present. There was no end to this type of seeing. It's as if somebody had taken my blindfolds off. And you don't even have to be laying down. You can be reclined in your chair or on the floor, or right before sleeping in bed, or while you're taking a nap, before you take a nap, and you have all this available to you anytime you want, and it's free. So how do you begin? Well, let me tell you the story about how I began. When I was younger, I discovered this state of awareness while trying to astral project.
I used to astral project spontaneously, so I decided to take control and laid down, closed my eyes, and imagined I was seeing a dot far into the darkness within my eyelids. And soon enough, it was like a tunnel. It was like seeing a tunnel, and I just let my mind go, and I followed the tunnel all the way through. And when I came out of the spiraling tunnel, I was suddenly vividly flying over an amazing landscape. But I'm awake, I thought to myself. I'm not even asleep. Needless to say, I began exploring and haven't stopped since. It can be as meaningful and impacting as any psychedelic journey, really. This is where I have drawn my inspiration. This is where I have channeled my higher self. This is the place of breakthroughs and remembrance, a true portal. Next time you close your eyes, don't fall unconsciously into sleep. Look through the darkness in your mind's eye. Look through the darkness through your eyelids as they are closed, and journey through, and find that portal that will lead you to fantastic worlds and wisdom that come from the inner landscapes of your soul. This is where I make contact with my higher self and my spirit guides. This is where it begins. This is where I set my intention. I don't just set it in my journal. I also close my eyes and begin to journey into the hypnagogic state, aware and awake, with my intention focused. It is like an arrow that you are sending out into the unknown, and the treasures that it will bring back will astound you. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Jennifer, and you've been listening to the Dream Pioneers podcast